Hello and welcome to today's manga shopping video. We are, for the final time, in London. This is part 3 of my London manga shopping visit. I had such a great time. So the first place we are stopping this video is Foyles. I have never been to Foyles. I have heard quite a few people talk about it, but never been. I don't think I fully was expecting basically what it was definitely a lot more grand than I thought it was going to be. I don't know, I think I kind of sort of expected like a dingy corner of books and stuff, but yeah, so here we are, and you walk in and like there's just, you can see balconies and stairs, and that doesn't sound as wild as it is. But first, we need to try and find the manga. So I was walking, I was like, where's the manga? I need to hone in on the manga. I thought I could see a directory. Let's go upstairs. But this just looked lovely. It felt like a nicer Waterstones, I gotta be honest. I thought this looked way nicer, not as dingy. And then I was like, oh my god, I see the manga. It's over there. How do I get down there? Just thought I'd quickly check the directory to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. Yeah, it's G, ground floor. Was it a 0? Not sure. G or 0. Either way, downstairs. I know sometimes people think, why do you include this part of getting to the manga? It's almost like a journey in my head. And also, if you decide to go to this store, I want to make sure that you can get to the manga and you don't get as lost as I do in all these places. So I was like close, and then I found these like side stairs, and I was like, this will do. I don't even think this is the right way to get into the manga section, but who cares? We're here. Look at all this manga. There was quite a lot. I was really impressed. Genuinely surprised. And they had so much that it was just like stacked way up on top of the shelves. My favourite bit though was when I came up the stairs around the corner, I accidentally ran into an elderly gentleman who had a big stack of hardcore BL that he dropped on the floor, and I had to help him pick up. I didn't have to, I wanted to because I felt bad. So much online, so many light novels. Oh my gosh, seeing light novels mixed in just makes me happy. And a lot of new releases, especially of isekai. Yes. So I was really tempted to pick this one up because I've heard good things, but it's quite an expensive volume. So at the Forbidden Planet in Leeds, they have it for $13.99, which is starting to err on the edge of probably cheaper to find it online. Also, you know, in hindsight, I don't know why I didn't pick this volume up, because I'd been struggling to find volume 1. It had been just out of stock. So what I was really surprised by was that they grouped their manga by demographic. I haven't seen that before. Usually it's all alphabetical. Well, it was kind of alphabetical within the demographics, thankfully, because I don't understand where things are if they're not in alphabetical order. But it just was quite neat, surprising. It did feel a little bit like the shoujo was like in a corner. I mean, it was, but still neat to see. Very happy to find this volume. I'd been also looking for this volume. I managed to pick up volume 2 a bit ago, but not volume 1. I did find it interesting they seem to group a lot of the BL under the shoujo and josei shelves. I've struck because I've added a demographic column to my spreadsheet recently, so I've been really looking at demographics of series, and does BL and GL series often have demographics? I've seen some that say like Shonen AI and Shoujo AI, which I've not really looked into much, to be honest. But I don't really see like demographics. Don't know, maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. But yeah, it was nice to see it. It was surprising. Oh yes. That was an interesting volume. Dickfight Island. And then they had some sort of display volumes. A lot of the more popular series and like the latest releases from those series. I don't know why, but just stacks of books is so aesthetic and appealing to me. I was loving these tables with just stacks of manga on them. I want a table in my room with just stacks of manga on them. All this manga was behind the tape. It felt like forbidden manga almost. I was on the hunt for Komi 17 and 18 and nowhere had it at this point. I was so sad. But so much isekai, including new volume of Konosuba. Very, very happy to find that. Konosuba is, I think, one of my very first isekai. It's a sort of Konosuba and That Time I Reincarnated as a Slime. It was about the same time I started. I actually watched those two. There's so much My Hero Academia stuff. I can't believe how many like spin-off series there are, because there's Vigilantes and Smash and Team Up Missions. No Nisekoi 8! If anyone out there has a volume of Nisekoi Volume 8 that they don't want anymore for a sensible price, please reach out. I can't find it. More pile of books. Ooh. Shonen. It was at this point that I kind of realised I think I entered the area backwards, because I was definitely going through the alphabet backwards, and it made me a little sad because I don't like doing that, but now I know for next time how to enter the place properly. So much manga, and like current manga, not just strange old series that you've potentially never heard of. And to be fair, the area is just really big. I think there must have been, how many shelves? About 20 shelves, maybe? Actually, there must have been more. Been struggling to find this volume of Nagatoro. It's been out of stock. It's annoying. Ooh, I just saw a volume I wish I'd picked up. Dang it. More light novels. So many light novels. Ooh, and a volume of Inspector. I miss Inspector volumes vary so much. This one's so thick, whereas I think volume like 14 is about half as thick as that. Then we turn the last corner and we have the seinen. Ooh, it's both very seinen. As part of my wild demographic enlightenment, I've kind of learned just how many of my isekai are seinen. I honestly was quite surprised because a lot of them are seinen. And I don't know, I didn't expect that. I don't know why. Ooh, Cat's the Love. I am interested in trying that. Whole bunch of Goblin Slayer, Gunkawi. Ooh, Dress Up Darling. No Gun's Life. Really struggling to find volumes 1 and 2 of No Gun's Life. Goodness me. I'd love to try and start that series. Oh, I saw a series I watched. Damn. Oh, No Game No Life spin-off. Wow. You don't see that often in store. I also kind of wish I was on me of picking up Steins Gate, but they're like expensive, those ones, so actually maybe it would be better to try and find them online. I have literally just finished reading Summertime Rendering. I actually kind of liked it. But yeah, so here's a bit of a more general sweep of the shonen shelves. And the seinen shelves. And the shoujo shelves. Followed by the josei shelves. And wonderful tables. Ooh. But there were also some more manga just sort of towards the back wall. They had some manga classics, which really impressed me. So it was just on the back wall behind the shonen and next to the josei. And you don't often see manga classics in store. Oh, it's amazing. They're so neat, and it's such a wonderful way to learn and read about more classical literature without having to actually read classical literature. So this is how you're actually meant to get to the manga section, which is really, really basic. You just enter and then keep to the right. And I'm so annoyed at myself, but also I love how easy it is to get to. Look at it, it was just right there, and I chose the weird, narrow, backwards staircase. Then we happened by this store, and we wanted to get a little bit of a snack because we had kind of a long day walking ahead of us. I think it was a Korean store. I can't remember. They had so many nice looking snacks, but because it was such a hot day, we didn't really want to get like too much something we'd have to carry around that needed refrigerating. I really don't like those basil drinks. They're so bleh. I do kind of wish I'd gone back and I picked up some more, but instead I think I just picked up some like mochi to eat as we walked around. I'm really picky with my mochi. I don't really like red bean paste or some fruits. I quite like just sort of plain milky sort of mochi. I also don't like matcha. I'm so fussy. And then I saw these and I was like, oh, I really want to try these. They look fun. And they're all right. And I was very, very intrigued by freeze-dried garlic, but it's not something I wanted to carry around all day. Look at all these instant noodles. Oof. And there was more back here as well. And at the end, are they noodles? Look like rice cakes. So we have boxes of the this brand at home that I'll have if I want instant ramen. I really like the black garlic oil. And then they had like really fancy black garlic oil, and I was like, do I buy one just to try it? I still didn't want to have to carry it for the rest of the day. And then a little K-pop section. I'm not really much with K-pop. So our next manga store we were going to try and go to was Waterstones. I've never bought manga from Waterstones, even though there is lots of Waterstones all over the country, including one in Leeds. I have been to it, but I've never bought from it. But I was intrigued because I thought that Waterstones in London might be bigger, have different stock. So there is about 5, and I couldn't decide which one to go to. And we fancied passing through Trafalgar Square, so we decided to go to the one that is on Trafalgar Square, knowing nothing about it other than it was there and we're walking past. And then we were going to go to another one if this one turned out to be a bit of a dud. So we walked in and it was like, okay, this is very typical Waterstones. It does feel a little small, and that was like maybe if I made a mistake, if it's quite this small. And then I saw the directory and I was like, oh, okay, just everything's in the basement. I understand, including the manga, where it belongs. I also understand. I would love to have to go down a spiral staircase to get to my manga. Having a manga room in a basement with a spiral staircase, I'm like, oh no. A grand piano, armchairs and a fireplace. Oof. Now we need to try and find the manga again, so I put on my best manga sniffing nose. And I saw some Berserk, but that didn't look like a manga section. It was okay. I'd smelt it. We were good. So yeah, so this is the manga section. It was just one full bookcase, which it was fine. It had some more recent releases, which was actually pretty neat, plus a bonus trolley of manga. So I can see they had, at the time, the latest Toilet Bound Nuka-kun, they had the latest Marshall, Mao, the Dragon Quest. They had a clear run of Chainsaw Man from 3 to 10, which is pretty neat. So yeah, it wasn't horrendous. It was, they had like one volume of things. So it was more just if you wanted, hopefully it's there. Oh, there was a bit more to the side, a lot of the hardbacks like the JoJo's and stuff. So felt that was a bit of a bust, so we decided to try another Waterstones. This time, I think, if I'm correct, it's the largest bookstore in Europe or something. It had a largest something in something as its accolade. So we decided to try that one, which was just on Piccadilly, I believe. I must say, probably one of the most ugly buildings I've ever been to, especially one of the most gross looking manga stores. It is not a nice looking building. I'm so sorry if it's like you like it, but it looks boring on the outside. Especially when you look across the road at all those grand buildings. London looks grand, and then you got like buildings like this. I suppose that's like the UK. So just before I forget, I did film this maybe mid-June. So if you're like, why are you talking about these as new releases? It's when it's like August time, which is probably when this video is going to go up. It's because I filmed this in mid-June. Also, the UK always gets releases later than everywhere else. Or, well, later than the US. So if you're like, oh, well, in mid-June I had it, maybe the UK didn't. I did cheat a little. I used the directory to figure out what floor. I didn't feel like walking up every floor to just try and find manga. I don't fully... Why does manga always get put with, like, kids' books? Is it because it's got pictures? Is that why? There's so much plastic wrapped. Anyway, so this is the manga section. It's a lot more impressive than the last one. There is like a good dozen plus shelves here, and it was all alphabetized. Ooh. Though they did have like some light novels and art books at the beginning, which I'll let them off with. That's okay. I'll allow it. And bigger volumes. So I was really excited to see Anne of Green Gables. It's very hard to find the paperback version. I'm not sure if it's had a reprint like a lot of the others have. I assume it will do, considering the rest of the others have. But at $17.99, I still wasn't happy to pay that to actually have it. So this is sort of the chunk of the manga now. I've just noticed there's an Alice in Wonderland Disney, which I didn't pick up, which maybe I should have. I've been trying to collect a whole lot of the Disney mangas. I have quite a few now. I have like eight. Still never seen a Beastars Volume 5 in store. To this day. I actually found it quite neat. I did definitely think their selection here was a bit different compared to maybe more regular manga stores. They also finally had volume 1 of this in stock, which made me happy because I've been struggling to find it. However, I did notice when filming my Forbidden Planet shopping video, they did have it on the shelves and I missed it. So I was a little annoyed at myself about that, but never mind. Ooh, some light novels here that I was thinking of picking up for my partner. I'll need to make a note before I forget again. Dr. Stone. Love Dr. Stone. A very small fairy tale selection. Oh, and they had the same volume here that I'd been wanting to pick up. Dang. Yeah, there's a lot of plastic wrapped stuff here in the children's section. Ooh, a Hello World light novel. A bunch of Inuyasha as well. Goodness, their light novel game is strong. Oh, I did not know that bottom tier bureaucrat, had a light novel. I assume it's only one light novel considering the manga series is only like 3. And the bottom tier bureaucrat is a spin-off of I've Been Killing Slimes 300 Years. We have some Carnival. Wow, yeah, don't have the Komi I need. Damn. A lot of Konosuba light novels. Konosuba's light novels are complete, haven't they? I don't think it's 16, but I think it is complete. Oh, there's some other interesting ones I've not heard of. Some magical girl, damn it. Look at that. More My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia never ends. It just keeps going. Oh, they had one of the Next Life as a Villainess spin-off volumes that I've not managed to find yet. Ah, dang. Also known Nisekoi Volume 8. Notice. See, it does not exist, I swear. Ooh. Pirates of the Caribbean. So I picked up Dead Man's Chest in a second-hand haul a few months ago. But At World's End is my favourite Pirates of the Caribbean movie. So I was slightly tempted about picking that one up. I was like keeping it in my head when I came back round to decide if I should pick it up or not. And if you want to know why, it's because it has just the most amazing soundtrack is why. Absolutely beautiful. So much Pokemon. I'm waiting for all the thin magazine versions of the Pokemon volumes to be reprinted into regular volume size volumes so they can all match with my other Pokemon Adventures volumes. Oh, volume 4 for Prize to Be Here. I'm not sure I have that one. Volume 16 of Royal Tutor. I think I bought volume 16 of Royal Tutor off Blackwell's for £6 the other day. I'm glad I didn't pick it up there because it would have been full price. Trying to decide if I pick up the Sherlock manga. I'm unsure. kind of tempted to pick up the Splatoon manga, because the thing I hate most about the Splatoon games is the noises they make, and hopefully the manga won't make noises when I read it. Well, they had a Togami Baki. Ooh. The thing I found the most with Twilight Bantai-kun is if you stay up to date, it's really easy to stay up to date. There's always plenty volumes for months after a new one comes out, but the moment you try to start the series, you're screwed. Okay, but how can I not pick up Toy Story Manga Collector's Edition? We are witnessing peak manga. Undead Unluck! Woo! I'm seeing a bunch of manga I've picked up since I went to this place, Waterstones. Oh my gosh. I really want to pick, is it Yowamushi Pedal? But apparently some of the volumes are just completely impossible to find. So that was the end of the manga section. I thought all of this was going to be manga too, but no, it turns out it's horror. And I'm a big baby, so we're going to turn away from that and go back to the manga, which is nice and safe. So I was interested in Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. I heard that's meant to be good, but they only had volume 2, and I was trying to avoid buying not volume 1s or series I'm ongoing reading whilst I was paying full price. So yes, that's actually a fair point. In both Foyles and Waterstones, all the manga is full price. There's no discounts or deals, so I did limit myself with how much I picked up. I think I only picked up maybe 2 or 3 volumes in each because I don't like paying retail. I usually have to like psych myself up to pay those sort of prices. Also, I don't fully understand what this new version of Sailor Moon is, because there was the Eternal editions, and what's this one now? Is it another reprint of the other ones? I don't know. So this is one of the new publishers I think I saw in Forbidden Planet, and I want to try and pick some up. I'll probably wait till I see some in the Forbidden Planet up in Leeds, so I can get it to buy it as part of his roof too. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on that one because it's always nice to see new publishers, because I feel like newer publishers or smaller publishers take a lot more care with their quality as opposed to bigger ones. And I was like, goodness me, Grimmauld Fantasy and Ash Volumes 1 and 2. This has been such a hard series to find. I don't know if it's out of print, but they're hard to find for even retail price, let alone less than retail price. I had managed to find volume 3 for half price in Manchester. After all that hard manga shopping, it was time for a little snack. I absolutely love these macaroons. They're so lovely. They're a little pricey, so I only get like one to snack on, and I love the vanilla ones the most. They're so good. Would definitely recommend. They're on Piccadilly as well, just down the road. And then we headed off for some lunch at Ippudo. Oh, my partner had been I was like, what do you want to do in London? And the only thing he'd ever say he wanted to do was go to Ippudo and have ramen. And oh my gosh, look at this like bar. I want a bar like this. It looks so cool. You can see them all cooking and all the ramen balls. Ah. So their menu is quite simple, and both of us were really tired, and it was super hot and super humid, so neither of us actually went for anything too fancy. I think we both went for like the plain ramen in the end, but you can get loads of add-ons. You can have extra egg, you can have extra noodles or pork. But yeah, look at this dramatic, oh my god, oh, I'm so hungry just looking at this. Doesn't that look so scrumptious? God damn. Oh, it was so good. Oh, you can get different thicknesses for your noodles. Oh, I'm so hungry. I might have some ramen after this. I've already had my tea though. But oh, the meat is so soft. It's like butter. I feel like I wouldn't even need teeth to chew through this meat. It's so melty. God damn. Oh, I'm so sorry if you're hungry. But it was good. But I don't know, look at those noodles. That's so, oh dear. The broth is so good as well. I just happily just drink the broth. It's so rich. So the actual reason we were down in London was to see a concert for Two Steps from Hell. I don't know how familiar anyone would be with them, but it was amazing. And I loved it, and it was so worth it, and I'd definitely go see them again at the Hammersmith or anywhere. I'd follow them around the country. But anyway, great music. If you like epic orchestral, definitely go check them out. Look at all those drums! This is the morning just before I was heading home, and I had one more store to stop by, and I'll be honest, I was like really excited to go to this store. So the next place we're going is Blackwell's. Now, if you've watched any of my hauls or anything I do, I talk about Blackwell's a lot. I buy off Blackwell's a lot, probably more than I should do, but they have such a good selection and they ship them out and they always come usually in good quality. It's always good quality, as in it's not battered or anything. Lots of good prices. I'd never been to a physical Blackwell store though, and apparently there was one not very far from where I was staying, and I was just like, oh, I've got to stop by. Was a little nervous. A lot of the reviews said that it was a very small store and it didn't really have too much, so I didn't have huge hopes for them actually stocking manga, but I almost wanted to just go to say that I had physically been to a Blackwell's. So I decided to try heading towards the children's section because that seemed to be where all the manga was in the other places, but unfortunately it did seem like they didn't stock any manga here, which is a shame, but with the size of the store I'm really not too surprised. There seemed to be a lot more like travel books and quite popular fiction books from what I could tell. I don't know. I used to be a lot more into reading real books, but I haven't as much the past few years. I tend to just read manga. So having done a little Googling, there is apparently a Blackwell's in Leeds, but it seems to be a bit questionable if it's actually open or not. I'm not too clear. There was a lovely cafe at the back. I think it was just a Costa, was it? Or Cafe Nero. But yeah, so this was a sweep of the entire store. As you can see, it isn't very big. I could probably lap it in like 10 seconds, 5 if I tried to run. So that was a shame. I'm glad that I went into one though, and maybe I'll try and find some more Blackwells across the country and hope that one of them stocks manga. I believe the one in Oxford does, but that's really awkward for me to get to. So I'm trying to not have to do that. Also, really good cookbook. Would recommend. Salt, fat, acid, heat. That's a shame. Sad. But we can't end it without some joyful manga shopping, as we can't end the video all sad. Well, it was only about 2 streets away from Forbidden Planet, so why don't we just stop by again? What's the big deal? What's the harm? See what they've got. Might as well check on that sale section again, eh? So today, so it was the morning I was going back home. Our train was at like 12, I think, and it was about 10:30 at this point. And my partner hadn't been feeling well, so I was on my own this morning. So I was trying to be really quick because I was like, I didn't have anyone to carry my basket for me or help me carry the camera. So today's footage in Forbidden Planet is a little more shaky. If you are interested in a better, wider film of Forbidden Planet, definitely go check my full day video out. This is just very quick shots. I pretty much just went to the sale section. I don't think I really went back round the whole manga section. More to see if they'd added new stuff, which they had, by the way. There was like big chunks. You can see, you can see all these chunks at the top. So NPCs, Chronicles of an Aristocrat, and I think there was a Monster Guild, like 10 volumes of each, which weren't there when I last filmed. But the most important thing was to see if they had any volumes that I had not already picked up. I was in a little bit of a rush, so it was like... And yes, they did! They had Kuma 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 Bear, volume 6, which I don't have, and it was half price. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing! I do wish I picked up Tales of Outcast half price, but oh well. Oh my gosh, they're just like hidden between like the graphic novels. Wow. Careful eyes. Let this grieving soul retire. Probably is worth about £4.99, maybe. Still had A Witch and the Beast volume 8 though. And some Orient. But I felt bad for my partner, so I picked him up some light novels to cheer him up because he really wasn't feeling too well. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. If you've watched all of my shopping videos, I hope you enjoyed them all. It was over an hour of London shopping goodness combined. If you have not watched them, do be sure to go back and check them out. Part 1, Forbidden Planet, Part 2, Japan Craft and Mega City Comics, and then finally Part 3, Foyles, Waterstones, and some good food. Did I go anywhere else? I don't think so. The next video will be the whole of everything I picked up. I am going to break it down by which shop I went to and also show off all the half-price manga I picked up in Forbidden Planet because there was a lot. But yes, don't forget to give this video a like, comment down below what you thought of all the manga stores, which ones would you like to go to, did you see any manga that you would want to pick up? Also, don't forget to subscribe for all the more glorious manga content I'm going to be posting. There is going to be a lot more manga shopping videos, because I do go manga shopping a lot, but I don't often film it. But I think I want to try and film like even just shorter ones a bit more often. Especially be sure to subscribe for when I post the London haul so you see everything I got. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye!